Hello, and once again welcome back to another lockdown in Lincoln video. Now the last video I made, a lockdown video that I made, was a tier 4 restriction video. But now our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has put us into another lockdown. Another full lockdown. This is lockdown number 3. And it's the same restrictions that there was in the first lockdown that we had when, we were all supposed to stay at home or only go to work if you absolutely have to. So that is the order of the day, is stay safe and stay at home. But of course, the majority of us can't get deliveries from supermarkets and that, so we still have to come out once or twice a week to get our basic provisions, which you are allowed to do. You are allowed to go out and get your basic provisions, but most shops are closed, apart from essential shopping, of course. The supermarkets are open and the chemists, the drugstores are open, and some of the DIY shops are open as well, just in case you get a burst pipe or electrical problem. Then you can go out and buy some bits and pieces to fix your home. So another thing about lockdown number 3, which was different to tier 4 that we were in before, is that now all the schools and universities and colleges are now closed. So all the students have gone back onto online learning, which was great. I don't know if you watched the tier 4 video that I made, but that's one thing I complained about, was that all the students were still going to school while the rest of us had to stay in, which was a bit silly really, because there's all these students and school children all mixing together and all spreading the virus. Now they say that it doesn't affect children as bad, but they can be carriers, and of course they can pass it on to adults, to their parents and grandparents, etc. So that wasn't a very good idea at all. So now all schools, colleges and universities are closed. Now then, what about this death rate as well? This death rate, absolutely awful. The deaths yesterday in the United Kingdom were 1,320 deaths yesterday. That's one of the highest totals we've ever had. And I think the day before then we had 1,100 deaths. So it's not looking good. It really isn't looking good at all here in England. And in London yesterday there was a state of emergency called in the hospitals, because they had something like 800 people had gone into hospital with coronavirus, and all the hospitals in London are actually overflowing with people with this deadly virus. So things not looking too good, like I said. The world figures, there's now 2 million people worldwide have died. I think in America they've had 370,000 people have died from this deadly coronavirus, and here in the UK it's nearly 80,000 people have died. Absolutely awful. I can't believe it. I can't believe these figures are going up so much every day. But there is hope on the horizon, apparently. We do have several vaccines now. I think they've announced that there's now 3 vaccines that are going to be available, and people have started to be vaccinated already, especially the old people, the infirm people, and of course hospital workers, key workers. They're all being inoculated first, and then it will start coming down the queue, but it's now a waiting game. All we've got to do is try and stay out of people's way, stay at home, stay safe, and stay alive. That's the order of the day. Stay alive. So what we're going to do today, once again, I'm going to have to go back into the city of Lincoln to pick up my medication. Now I have to do this once a month. And I have to go to Boots the chemist in Lincoln to pick up my medication. So that's my excuse anyway. I've got my prescription here, and if I get stopped by the police I can just show them the prescription and tell them where I'm going, so that'll be okay. I know last time I was in town, when it was Tier 4, the police were stopping people and asking people what they were doing. But of course, that was Tier 4. That was a slightly different restriction to what we've got now, an easier restriction. But now we're in a full lockdown again. So anyway, let's go and see what the streets of Lincoln are like. Like I said, when I go and pick up my prescription, I shall take some video and take some photographs on the way. And we shall try and get a bit more video than what we got last time in Tier 4. Now, if you watch that video, of course, you'll know that it started to snow, so I had to give up filming around Lincoln. So hopefully I can film down a few more streets today to actually see how many people are on the streets of Lincoln. So right, let's go. And then when we come back, then possibly, if there's enough time, I shall stop off at my local supermarket just to get my basic provisions, and probably join the queue, because that's what it's all come down to again now. Lots of these supermarkets and shops that are selling your basic essentials have now implemented queuing outside again. And at the minute it's -2 Celsius, so it's very, very cold. And I don't fancy standing in queues in the cold. So anyway, let's have a walk around Lincoln and see how many people are out and about. Well, there you have it. That's our walk around the city of Lincoln in lockdown number 3. And who knows, will there be a lockdown number 4 or 5 or 6 or 7? I guess it all depends how this new vaccine works. And if it works, that's a huge question. Will it stop the thousands of deaths every day? Who knows? Hopefully it will work and it'll all improve and we can get back to some kind of normality. Although I think it's going to take a very, very long time indeed for that to happen, if it does happen. Well, anyway, here I am at my local supermarket, about to go in to get my basic provisions. Like I said before, we're allowed out for, we can go out for exercise once a day, we can go to a supermarket, or we can go to a chemist. So I've been to a chemist today, I've had a little bit of exercise while wandering through Lincoln, and now I'm here at my local supermarket to get my basic provisions. Now, when I came out, it was 2 Celsius. It's now 5 Celsius, so it's warmed up a bit. But we're going to have to go and join this queue. Yes, I know, they've actually implemented another queuing system. We've got to queue again because of this lockdown number 3. And they've actually said in this supermarket that if the queue gets too long and it's too cold outside, they've got this QR code that you can actually scan with your phone. Then you can go and sit back in your lovely warm car, and when there's a space in the queue, I'm guessing it's your space, I don't know how they're going to implement this. Maybe they'll have somebody walking up and down the queue counting everybody, and you'll be given a number, shall we say, a virtual number, and when it's your time, they'll send you a text on your phone, and you can just walk straight through the door. So anyway, this is what this QR code looks like. I shall put it on the screen now. So there you are, that's the QR code and the phone number and the text number and all that lot. And like I said, as soon as you get here and there's a long queue, you just go and scan this code at the door, walk back to your car, sit there in the warmth, and when there's a space, they'll send you a text and you can walk right in. I'm not sure that's a bit fair with the people who haven't got phones, or the old people that's standing in the queues freezing, but I don't know, we'll have to see if it works or not one day. Right, so anyway, I'm off to join this queue. So thank you all so very, very much for watching this video. And don't forget to try and stay safe and stay inside if you can. 2 million deaths worldwide and counting every minute of every day. People are dying from this deadly coronavirus. So please, everybody, stay safe. Right, let's go and join this queue and go and do some shopping.